Peace, everybody. This is Chocolate Amun Ra. And I say in the morning message, this is the morning message. The ancestors was calling me, and guess what? It was on my mind. They was calling me. I have to say this real quick. Like that. This is the morning message. Let's pay all due respects to the Creator. The sun rises. Assalamu alaikum. Good morning. Amun, peace to the gods, the goddesses, the kings, the queens, the brothers and sisters. Listen. Ancestors was telling me this here, that we have a problem. Can we fix it? No. It's not meant to be fixed. It's not meant to be fixed, simple fact, because we don't know how to fix it. You can't go back where it used to be. You understand? We can't go back where we used to be. You can't go back and say we need to be the way we was in ancient civilization. Those days is over. Those days is over. Now, can we coexist? Yes, we can coexist. But we cannot go back the way it used to be. We're not in our higher form. The form that we used to be, our descendant, they was there and it was their time. Their time. It was their time, right? So if it was their time, we need to stop focusing on, what we need to do to unite. We will unite if we choose to do so. Because you still can't collaborate or have a good dialogue about one issue without saying, I'm not going to do that. Meaning, we use one. You have some Hebrew Israelites who are not going to agree with Africans or like Africans. Not them per se, but what they've done, the Africans have done over the centuries. Now listen, even when you listen to them, it's tell you the truth, I agree with them. I got to be honest with you. I got to agree with them because when I look at it in the form that how they looking at it, it's like, yo, y'all wasn't there to help us out. You let our peoples be in slavery. When I know just that, y'all was the first to have slavery. You sold our peoples. You sold them as resources, as some kind of collateral to use to get what you wanted. You use human cargo. And you sold our peoples to the Arabs, and you let them take the Arabs took our peoples, and the Dutchies that came, you know? But what I'm saying is this, y'all, straight up and down. Let's stop playing these little cheap little games that we be playing. Honestly, come on. You know what I mean? Because how can we get along How can we get along? You tell me. So, excuse me. I told you it's the morning message. How can you get along, right? Hold on. So how are you going to get along, right? And talking about you get along, even when you collaborate, you're still finding the ways to not to get along because of your principles that you believe in, that you've been taught to. You've been taught, right? Now, here's another thing. Like gods and goddesses, kings and queens. And I don't want this to be no long out thing. Here's another fact, not a theory. Melanated people, we're in battle on everything. Everything. We can sit here and pretend that is not true. We are in battle on everything and everyone, and especially ourselves. Ourselves. Yes, we are. We're in battle with ourselves because we don't know who we are. Okay, you got one group of people talking about your Kemetes, one group of people talking about Hebrew Israelites. You got one group of people talking about the Hebrews. They came along and stole the concept from Egypt. You got one group of people talking about, but if you read the Bible carefully, the Hebrews ain't come along nowhere. The Hebrews were slaves, per se. Not slaves in the fact of they were made to be slaves. They had to, if you read the Bible, it tells you that how Jacob was it Jacob or Isaac? One or two. I had to go back. Sometimes I forget. And if I did, please do your research. I always tell you that. But I don't want to get deep into that part anyway, so let me skip that part because I don't want this to be story. All I want to tell you is this here. We in war with everything and everyone, especially our own people. Okay, it's an issue with our own people. Trust me. Trust me when I tell you that. It's an issue with our own people. Okay? Our own people will tell you, I can't save him. I'm not going to save him. Well, especially when they into the financial gain, they're not trying to save you. It's only a special kind of people who do that. You know what I'm saying? Literally. So, the morning message based is this here. Can we unite as a full melanated people? You cannot unite. I'm sorry. Some of y'all, you get mad and you get issues about why you couldn't unite. You don't want to unite. Yo, it has nothing to do with it. You got to understand this. You're not looking at it as a whole picture. You got a Democrat versus a Republican. How can you want to ask a Republican to unite with a Democrat in a black community? I think about that stuff, man. Some of y'all don't know. Some of y'all just ignorant like a motherfucker. Excuse my language, but I be like, you keep talking about uniting, and hey, I want to unite. But you got white folks and Japanese people who don't unite. You know what I'm saying? But the other thing is, they in a country. They got a country to go to. They go fall back on their country, literally, and it is what it is. What country we got? The country we got is here in America, who we're seeing the constantly keep fighting not to be in it. This is our country. In the last 400 goddamn years, this is our country. We don't want to fucking understand that. I know our descendant is not from our country, excuse me, okay? But how can you sit down and with several groups of people when you battle and say, well, you don't like the Africans, you don't like this, we don't like that. We are divided so thinly. We thought we divided economically, we're divided religiously, we're divided politically, we're divided with our men and women. Yes, our men and women are divided thin. You understand? You got melanated women who hate melanin men. You got melanin men who hate melanin women. Point blank. Okay? You're dealing with gender. Okay? You can't even say certain things. If you do, people, you are racist, you a bigot. We are divided because we don't come from that old tradition anymore. That old tradition is now trying to come to the forefront so people can see in our culture now, but people's like, I don't care about all that. Pay attention to this thing here. Our people, our own melanated people, I don't care where you come from. They're divided because they have their own opinions. You understand? And it drains you. It sucks you dry. You understand? Because there's a wall in the middle of the core of the melanin race that's just like this here. And it's really it's just all over the place. You go left. This guy, I'm not with you. This woman, I'm not down with that. Look how easy our melanin people are so ready to hurt each other. They will look on TV and watch another culture kill, however they killed our own culture, and go, he probably was doing something else. Literally, I'm telling you. Oh my goodness. Then you get the ones, they'll talk a bunch of shit, but they ain't ready to get it on. You understand? And I'm talking about even motherfuckers who's gangster motherfuckers. They're not ready to pop off. They're not ready to fucking get it on. They are so susceptible to kill each other. To kill each other. You come home from your neighborhood, I don't give a fuck. The projects, the suburbs, or you're living, you got a house 10 feet, 20 feet away, 100 feet away from another person. They look at you like this. Why are you staring at me like that? This is how thin. And then you want to get into the institutions, the Moors, the Hebrew Israelites, the conscious community, the Muslims, and the Christians. They can't get along. This is all melanin people, melanin institutions. They can't get along. Don't tell me, why we can't just unite. Because some of them have already tried this thing out, and I gotta go against you. I don't believe in your theories. I don't believe in your conspiracies. They don't believe in nothing. It's always a war, I'm telling you. The ancestors woke me up. I'm taking my shower. I'm about to get dressed, get out of here, y'all. But this morning message is a special morning message. Basically, I hear a lot of people always talking about, why you can't get along. Why we can't get along? Why we can't? Tell me, you got answers? You got answers? If you got answers, make videos and tell people. Tell it. Don't bring the same goddamn fucking opinions about. If we do it this way, we do it that way. It's already been done. You have to face the fact that how you have to unite is the group of people that come to you, whose magnitude or magnet from your frequency that you can pull in, they will gravitate to you. Not because your words is your frequency. They have to do it naturally. Because see, anybody can be duped or fooled with words. Anybody, because most people, when you talking high intelligent and using big words, stuff like, he's high intelligent. Next they want to put you on a pedestal. And then when they put you on the pedestal, the minute you break fool or break to the left or right, then it's like, then the people scatter. You see, they've been doing it in all the institutions that I just told you. And who are you? We just individuals who trying to put that information out there. Like myself, I'm just the messenger. I don't claim to be nothing else but just the messenger. Messenger is a person who just put out information. That's it. You know what I'm saying? And I will tell you this: always do your research. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not saying, listen, I'm the one that knows it all. I'm this, I'm that. No, I'm the messenger. Always do your research. You know it's true that the melanin race have a problem. We have one of the biggest problems. We are one of the grandmasters on every level on this earth. But we are our worst enemy. We are our worst enemy. We have so much negativity that's built up on top of each other. And then you got people talking about, we need to ignore these things. We need to ignore all these. Hell to the no. You build something and guess what? It will be destroyed. When does it will be destroyed? If it ain't 10 months, 2 years, 5 years, whatever. Because when you don't dress certain things that's underneath the surface, it will slowly creep up and then take its form. This is reality. You can sit up here and pretend all you want. That's not true. It is true. It is true. You go against a person one time. Get a person mad one time. Say something against what they're talking about one time, and they will turn on you. Our melanin people, instead of trying to be civilized and have a regular conversation, and why are you going against them, or even you challenge them a little bit, just because your theory might be a little bit more truthful than their theory. They'll go against you quick because my theory, what I know for a fact, it is correct. This is what Dr. Clark, Dr. John Henry Clark, and Dr. Ben Jehoiahan, they said that. They been said it. They had laid the map down. Phil Valentine, Dr. Phil Valentine, all of them laid a map down. You're juiced up on your own knowledge. The own knowledge that you possess has now taken over you and possess you. You understand? If you can't sit down there and you dialoguing with another individual and you disagree, and then now you want to start to insult each other, you already possessed. And this is why I would tell you, and I would say this for a fact, listen, we are divided thinly. What are you going to do? Melanated people, listen, the best thing to do is know thyself. Know thyself, get to know yourself first. You understand? Get to know yourself, and then you'll be able to understand, and you'll be able to collaborate with other people who's on the level that you on. It takes time. If you start reading the books today and all of a sudden you feel that this channel has woken you up, yes, that means your third eye has opened up and is beginning to slowly open up to the pure sleep. Just like you open up a window, the little bit of air comes in, the more you open up, the more air comes in. Pay attention to what I'm telling you. This is facts. You know what I'm saying? You have to be careful because everybody is not thinking the way you're thinking. Even the people who is awoken, sometimes they could be awoken, but that door, the window could close back again. They got enough information, then from that point on, they take that information and start riding with it. You understand? Some people are blind. They blind even what they'll sit there and try to convince you, well, it's my religion, my world, your religion, your world. I don't have to think the way you think, and they're correct with that. But at the same time, do they understand the conception of what's going on with the white supremacy popularly? Maybe they do, maybe they don't. You understand? But I'm just letting you know. You got to be careful, whether you like it or not, whether you truly like it or not. We are divided in so many divisions you don't even have a clue. You understand? There's more agents in the agent of an agent, just like you got the CIA, the FBI, the NNA, and all the other things like that here. Yeah. We got them shits right here in our own motherfucking melanin race. You understand? When it comes to that financial, motherfuckers they're going to turn on you. You got people sitting up there, oh, he cursing, he's this, he's that. Listen, you got people, these are scholars is constantly down in each other for all kind of matters because people who talk about you should speak this way and you can speak that way. Yo, why are you worrying about how I'm speaking? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm getting to people that you can't get. You can use those big, beautiful words, but guess what? There's people who don't even understand those big, beautiful words. So sometimes people understand that to get to the people from the streets, who ain't learning, they don't give a damn about those big words, how you going to get to them? Sometimes you got to come down on another level to reach those people. You got to reach people that you can't reach. And if you only worrying about the people that you can reach, so how much scholarship is that? Yo, I'm Chocolate Amun Ra, yo. Let's be honest with you. And the ancestors spoke to me and told me to speak to y'all this morning. I just come out the shower. I went too far as it is. You know what? Peace. Either you gonna get it or you not.